How your Social Security is taxed. Yes, I have done this video 1,000 times. Yes, I'll continue to do this video 1,000 times. A, it's one of my favorite videos to do because I love it. B, because I got so many new people coming in. People fall off, people come in, people fall off, people come in. And I do so many videos, it's going to be impossible for you to keep up with them all. Had an email, I think my man Ed today emailed me, said, "Hey Josh, have you seen this?" Blah, blah, blah. I said, "Ed, apparently you don't watch all my videos." He emailed me back, I'm sorry. I said, "Yeah, well, you get one more time and you're banned, all right? Banned." Being joking. Anyway, so let's talk about this because this is a big deal. And ignorance is not bliss when it comes to this. So the max Social Security benefit you can get is $4,800 a month. That's the max Social Security. That's not really, well, just run with it. It's $4,800 a month. That's if you made the max earnings for 35 years up until your full retirement age. And then you took 3 years of delayed earnings credits. So from 67 to 70, you get the max Social Security benefit, which is roughly $3,800 plus 24%, because you get 8% a year delayed earnings credits by delaying taking Social Security until you're 70. All right, so that's the max benefit you can get. So we're going to say we got a husband and wife. They both have the max benefit. All right, $4,800 a month between them, or each of them, I should say. And that's not too shabby, dude. That's like freaking $10,000 a month right there. Not quite, but $9,600 a month. And that's $9,600 a month is about $115,000 a year. All right, $115,000 a year. Now, ignorant people, and ignorant just means they don't know, doesn't mean they're stupid, would say 85% of that is going to be subject to taxation. And those ignorant people are just dead R-O-N-G, dead wrong. That's simply not true. What we do is we got to figure out what our provisional income is. The provisional income is the first step in determining what your taxes are. And your provisional income simply says how much of my Social Security benefit will be subject to taxation. That's what provisional income is. How much of my benefit will be subject to taxation? So in this case, it's going to be about 57. So how you figure out your provisional income is you divide your Social Security benefit by 2. That's going to be what, about 57,000? I mean, I'm round numbers here, guys. This lump of coal can't figure out these interesting mathematic concepts like algebra, right? I don't get your ways with your algebra. So we're just going to say that's about 57,000. So what we do is we take our provisional income as half of our Social Security plus any other income that we have. In this case, they're just living solely on Social Security, all right? So their provisional income is 57,000. What about health care? So what we do now with our provisional income is we say, okay, if you're married filing jointly, the first $32,000 of your Social Security is free and clear. Of your provisional income is free and clear of taxation. So now we're left with $25,000, all right? The next $12,000 of this, between 32 and 44, 50% of that is subject to taxation. So $12,000 times 50% equals 6,000 schmackaroonies. Now we got 13,000, right? 13,000. 85% of that is subject to taxation. Anything above 44,000, 85% of that is subject to taxation. So what is, oh boy, I don't know what 13,000 times 85% is. So let me bust up my phone. 13,000 times 0.85. $11,050. We're just going to say it's $11,000 to keep it simple. All right. So of our Social Security, our provisional income is $17,000. Or our taxable Social Security is $17,000. We had $115,000 of Social, only $17,000 is subject to taxation. All right. But Josh, you always say if Social Security is only income, none of it's subject to taxation. I never said it's not subject to taxation. I say it's not taxable. Because here, $17,000 is subject to taxation. These guys are both over the age of 65 and they're married. That means they got roughly $30,000 of standard deductions. 0 is their tax. All right. This is their AGI, $17,000 adjusted gross income. Their taxable income is after you take out your deductions. They got nothing. No taxes on $115,000 here. I was talking to this guy today. We'll call him Daniel. All right. We'll call him Daniel. And he said, dude, I want to spend down my portfolio so that way I can max my Social Security when I'm 70. I said, that's what I plan on doing too, brother. He goes, I'm going to downsize my house. I'm going to free up about $300,000 of cash, live off that, plus Social Security. I said, that's exactly what I'm planning on doing too, man. Completely tax-free. Completely tax-free. All right, so now in this case, let's add some other sort of income. So what we're gonna do is instead of having $115,000, half of which comes from, all of it comes from Social Security, we're gonna have $115,000 of which $57,000 comes from each. All right, $57,000 comes from Social, and $57,000 comes from an IRA distribution. All right, so we're gonna say, so basically they took Social Security at 62 instead of 70. All right, so now again, what we do is we say half our Social Security is that's what we're figuring out provisional income. So we take half our Social Security, and just for simplicity, it says $28,000. All right, and then we're going to take everything else. So all other income is added to half of your Social. So we take this down here. Our provisional income, again, half of your Social Security. If that's it, if the only income is Social Security, that's all. If you have other income to include municipal bonds, like my man today, Daniel, he had some municipal bonds. I said later on when he stopped working, we don't want those. And even when it comes to Social Security, we don't want those either. We're going to spend those down essentially to allow Social Security to continue to grow. It's a great investment. So here we got 57,000 IRA distribution plus half of his Social. So we got 333. We got that 15. We got 7. We got $85,000 is his provisional income. First 32,000 is free and clear of taxation. That means they're going to have 53,000. That's still going to be subject to taxation. The next 12,000 is $6,000 is going to be taxable potentially. And then what's that? Oh boy, that gives us 41,000 is the next bracket here. And that's at 85%. So now we got to figure out 41 times 80.85. That's going to be $34,850. So that's 34,000 else. So it's 34,850 times 85%. I don't know what that is either. Should have just done that all in one fell swoop. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to sing you the Meow Mix song. Remember Meow Mix from the 80s? Meow 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 meow. Remember Happy Cat? I love me some Happy Cat. So $29,622. So of this 34,000, 85% of this is taxable. 29,000, we're just gonna say $29,000 for simplicity. That means 35,000. All right, that is our taxable Social Security, $35,000. So of our $57,000, 35,000 is taxable. Now, first of all, we want to make sure that's not above 85%. I don't think it is, but let's just double check, shall we? Yes, we shall, because I got the mic. So we got 35 divided by 57. That means 61% of our Social is taxable, or subject to taxes. So we got 35,000 of our Social is taxable. All right. Plus, we got to go back and add this guy, because that is obviously taxable, plus 35,000. So now we got, what's that, 12, 8, 9, $92,000 is our AGI, minus $30,000 of standard deduction, and $62,000 is our taxable income. So you can see a significant difference there. We're in the 12% tax bracket here. And we're actually even, we're about 20,000 away from being the 22% tax bracket. So significant difference. The same amount of gross income, $115,000, our taxable income is $62,000, whereas before taxable income was a big fat goose egg. Which would you rather have? I'd rather have the other side for sure. Especially if I'm spending down bonds and cash and things like that. Because Social Security is growing at a rate that's higher than your bonds and cash. I would even say your Social Security is growing at a rate than your expected return of stocks as well. So that's how your Social Security is taxed. And that's why, again, in my opinion, a lot of you should wait until you're at least your forward retirement age, if not 70. But it depends on your circumstance. I don't know how healthy you are. Maybe you're smoking Newport cigarettes that Joe Biden was going to ban, but then he got pushback from blacks. You're like, I used to smoke Newport cigarettes, and I'm white. But I guess he's an election year. He doesn't want to ban Newport cigarettes and offend blacks, because if he doesn't get enough blacks, he ain't winning. Unless shenanigans happen. All right, love your thoughts. God bless. If this stuff helps you, don't forget to subscribe down below. Buy me a cup of coffee as well, and we'll see you on the next time. See you guys.